Ready for my opening statement, Your Honour.
Okay.
Okay, before I present evidence to the court today, Private Peter Arts here of the First Make-A-Wish Foundation was found wantonly eating corn the long ways in front of civilians. The prosecution finds it that he was in fact caught performing this action and would like to move to prosecute for the high sentence. No further questions, Your Honour.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Your Honourable self over there, Mr. Judge. The case before us today is one of the alleged culinary transgression. My client stands accused of eating corn the long way, a crime of which they deny committing. We will demonstrate that the prosecution's case relies on circumstantial evidence which we know can't be trusted and questionable eyewitness testimony. In view of that, we will argue that the charges brought against my client are frivolous, without merit, and that they should be acquitted of all charges.
Is there anything else you would like to say or provide?
That would be opening statements, I think.
I would like to give some evidence at this stage, if that would be allowed.
Right, this should be good.
It would be.
Yeah, boy.
While the evidence would suggest that 2 inches is in fact plenty big enough, I've been told 1 inch is actually plenty fine. In fact, it even hurts, Your Honour. So I would move to dismiss this evidence from the court hearing as it hearsay and counterproductive to the larger case, Your Honour.
Defense, do you have anything in stance to what the prosecution has mentioned about your evidence?
Not at this time, Your Honour.
So, do you agree that this evidence should be wiped off trial?
No, I just think it's preposterous that this prosecutor is insinuating that 1, let alone 2, would be sufficient. And I think, although he's saying it's hearsay, I would invite everyone in the courtroom to take a clear look at my client, for they are wearing no underwear.
Wow, 2 inches, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is getting
Prosecution, do you have anything in...
Well, yes, Your Honour. Thank you for allowing me to take the stand. I'd like to first present evidence, as I understand it, evidence of him at the time, during his deployment to Liechtenstein, eating corn the long ways in front of civilians. He did this for financial gain, knowingly and wantonly engaging in gross misconduct while on duty in front of a civilian at the time. Not only that, the civilian, as I understand it, is underage. Whether they're with us in this courtroom today is entirely possible. I'm yet to determine fully to the extent of the court. However, we have evidence with this video that he did in fact engage in this act. The question is not, did he do it? The question is, did he do it in the alleged place? The circumstantial evidence, as you can see, the girth of that corn can only be found in Central Europe. It is a very specific cultivar of corn only found in Central Europe that grows in the highland. It produces what is known... Are you familiar with the term a chode, Your Honour?
I do not believe so.
Right, you are, Your Honour. A chode is...
Explain.
Easily, I can explain. So, a chode is the measurement of genitals and particulars that is in fact wider in girth than it is in length. As we can see by the corn, that's what we are looking at, a very specific cultivar found only in Central Europe. I pass over to the defence, Your Honour.
All right. Defense, what do you have to say against this?
Here we are.
Well, I object to the prosecution's attempt to define a chode because not only is it irrelevant to the case at hand, but also highly subjective.
Objection, relevancy.
From what the prosecution stated, it had to do with the corn, and the corn is a part of this case.
But Your Honour, does size actually matter? That's what I want this jury to think about.
Objection, relevance, Your Honour.
Yes.
Your Honour, I think we both know it has been scientifically proven you can pleasure a woman with 3 inches. It doesn't matter if it's Visa or MasterCard, Your Honour.
Oh, looks like we have news.
Oh, thank you.
Another piece of evidence that we have obtained through forensic evidence, okay, Your Honour. I warn you now, it is rather hard-hitting evidence. We have indeed an entire 2-litre bucket of cum. This 2-litre bucket of cum, we have confirmed, came from the defendant. Rather telling, if I do say so. Impressive, but telling all the same. As we can see, this would lend substantive weight to the idea that the defendant was engaged in these acts in front of civilians. Not only that, but he found incredible pleasure out of so doing.
Defense, do you have anything to say in regards to prosecution's evidence?
I do actually. Their findings that this was in fact a bucket of cum, I believe they said, but actually it is a warm glass of chunky milk.
Not only have we done extensive forensic testing on this bucket of cum, but me and the forensic investigator did indeed engage in a taste testing. We have confirmed the salty consistency would lend itself to being to human genetic material, of which it could only be found via the source of ejaculation, Your Honour. The question of whether this is indeed a bucket of cum is, pun intended, beyond the pale on this particular matter. I'd like to call forward to the stand my witness for cross-examination and also testimony regarding this case.
I understand.
Hey, I'm the boss. I'm giving my testimony about it.
For the court, can I confirm your name and age?
My name is Mr. Boss About It,
Good.
and I'm 58 years old about it.
The reason I've called you as witness testimony is you were present on the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I was at the scene of the crime about it.
And can I just double check? You described it as torrenting. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Well, I'll tell you, it was ferocious about it. I've never seen so many streams of cum in my life. I'm a cum champion myself. 3 years running, Your Honor. And I can only get half that amount of flow.
And can I confirm that it would take an ungodly amount of zinc that perhaps might only be found in corn to produce that amount of pearl necklaces?
Well, one would have to eat maybe 300 kernels of corn about it.
Is that right? Is that very interesting, Your Honour? Can I confirm, have you ever seen the defendant at the Jerk Olympics previously?
He was there last year, the only man to beat me in my title about it.
The only man to beat the 3 times world champion.
I think your statements here have provided for the court. You may sit back down. Defense, what would you like to state?
I would like to call my witness. Miss Janitor, can you confirm where you were at the time of this incident?
Yes, I was cleaning up after the annual Jerk Olympics.
Do you recall seeing my client at this event?
I did see them there.
And did you ever at any point see my client eating anything?
I was focused on just cleaning up cum. All I saw was a man and his determination to create gallons of cum.
You were indeed at the event.
Yes, I was there.
In relation to the first piece of evidence that I submitted, the OnlyFans account link, there are several pictures of you in the background, or several pictures that I believe identify if that was indeed yourself in the background of these photos.
I don't see what me having to be in these videos has to do with it. This what I do in my free time is what I do in my
We're
free time.
not here to judge you, my dear. We just need to know the facts on this particular matter. So, in these videos and these pictures, is that you in the background?
Yes, it's me in the background.
And looking at these pictures that have been submitted to the court from Private Peter Arts OnlyFans, we can confirm that he is indeed, whether or not it's corn, he is eating something the long ways in these pictures and videos with you in the background. Is that correct?
What?
Your Honour, I object. The prosecution is aggressively questioning my witness.
Prosecution, is this correct?
Absolutely, Your Honour. Another substantive piece of evidence. I'd like to submit this bit of evidence of culinary disgrace that we have confirmed from the first piece of evidence submitted, their leaked OnlyFans account, for the intended purposes of giving the delivery, an extra spicy pepperoni, its potential. Who's really to say? Okay, but we can confirm that this is in fact repeat behaviour that has been seen previously before. Now, with this in mind, and the very, very graphic video evidence and the very graphic witness statements we have received, I would suggest that perhaps this is indicative of not, some first-time offender, or it would or could be, etc. This is a repeat serial offender of a man who engages in culinary food play for his own sexual gratification at the expense of the civilian population, Your Honor.
Defense, I'd like to see your side of this.
Your Honor, has anyone told you how
Why not both?
pretty you look today? I have no further evidence at this time.
So, Your Honor, if I might take the stand, I have one piece of evidence further to submit regarding culinary war crimes. Further investigating after a very, very extensive research of the defendant's OnlyFans, we have in fact found this video of him eating a whole van. If that wasn't enough, if you just look underneath your desk, we've got little something for you. Don't even think too much of it. Let's keep this
The video
between us.
of the van does not match your previous statements of culinary. Because this is a van, this is a vehicle.
Well, let's quickly, Your Honor, if I might interject on that particular matter, the study of food, or gastronomy as it's called, it doesn't define what actually counts as food. Now, there are some sick fetishists who will not be named, but are in this courtroom in ourselves, who would extend what we consider in civilized society to be food and to be fetish-based material. Now, you and I, Your Honor, you and I of sound mind and opulent taste would not consider a van to be food. No, certainly not. We are dealing with a disturbed psychopathic individual whom not only is willing to eat corn the long way, but is willing to experiment with both gastro and intestinal problems. Now, Your Honor, I think, quite frankly, all the evidence presented, and I would wish to move to my closing statement as soon as the defendant answers this particular notion.
Your last piece of evidence, or quote, evidence, was just trying to bribe me.
I don't know what you're talking about, Your Honor.
I do.
I would like us to take a brief moment and look into how the prosecutor became aware of my client's activities at the Jerk Olympics. If I may, Your Honor, it's relevant because you, in fact, have a high score on Jerkmate. And you are trying to cast aspersions onto the private life of my client while keeping yours in the dark. And I think in view of that...
Objection relevant, Your Honor.
At the very least, Your Honor, if I may, my light is green. I think we should call a mistrial.
That not only have I
may
not
not have a
hidden
moment.
Jerkmate's high score, I'm very tacitly proud as a card-carrying member of the Jerkmate Masturbation Society. I'm very proud of my activities, and that's why I feel it prudent to bring forward this particular prosecution for individuals of, shall we say, perverted fashion, making the rest of us regular perverts look bad.
Defense, do you have any more evidence?
No
or...
further evidence.
Members of the jury, I think that the evidence submitted with the witness testimony and such, we have 100% video evidence of the defendant being engaged in these activities.
Evidence we have received, and the majority vote of the jury. I find this client guilty.
Easy!
Very good, Your Honor. Very good, Your Honor.